This is the Paster Pooper. It's a 3D printed paster gun. To load the Paster Pooper, you push the center portion out like that to open the cover, and then inside you'll see a spacer that's used for paster rolls that have 1.5 inch center diameter. For the 1 inch center diameter rolls, you can load it directly in there. In this case, we'll be using the 1.5 inch. So you load it like that, and then you route the paper through the slot here to close the lid. Just line up the hole with the pocket there. You'll have to have about 10 or so inches of bare paper to route it. There's 4 different routing options for different feed options you can use. The most common one that I like to use is to route it just down the front like this, down straight through the front, and then exiting the bottom here. Then to feed it, you just drag your index finger and pull the paper down like that to advance the paster, and then you pull it again with your index finger to deposit the paster. So once to advance, and then you pull with your index finger again to deposit. Try not to drag the tip like this, otherwise you're going to pull the paper out like that. So it's best to use your index finger to apply it onto the cardboard. So that's the first option. The second routing option for routing the paper is to take this bare paper, poke it through the middle, wrap it around the back side of this roller like that, and then back up through this top slot. And then for this option, you could either push up with your thumb or down with your index finger, or both really, to feed the paster. So just like that, you can apply paster. So it's different options there. To rewind, you just pull this back section like that. And then the third option, or third feeding option, is you feed the paper up through the middle again, but this time around so that the paper wraps around from the top to the bottom of this back roller. So you're pulling down with the thumb, and then the paper exits at the bottom. In this case, you'll be pressing on the back side of this paper, which is usually more slippery, so there's less grip and sometimes a little bit more difficult to feed with. But it is an option. And then the last way to feed the paper is to feed it straight down the inside the front here, and then push it back up the back side. So it's kind of similar to the second option, but instead of going through here, it takes a longer route through the bottom of the handle. Not really much advantage of doing that. It's just a different option for you if you want to like hold it an odd way like that. But it is an option that you can try out. So there you go. That's the Paster Pooper. Typically, I'll just run it down the front with the and feed it with just the index finger. You can also use your middle finger to feed it like that. So yeah, there you go. Just tear off the paper like that, and you should be good to go. Included with the Paster Pooper is this little cleaning tool here. It's just a thin, flexible piece of plastic. And to use it, you just insert it into each slot, like so, and it's used to clear out any potential debris that you might have in each slot. So, pretty simple. And typically you wouldn't need to use it that frequently, but it is included with the Paster Pooper.